Today's video is in partnership with Wild, who are on a mission to shake up the throwaway culture of everyday bathroom products. Wild sent me their refillable deodorant so that I can finally embrace the world with armpits wide open. For quite some time, I've honestly been feeling a little bit self-conscious of my stinkiness because I haven't been using deodorant, and that's because I couldn't find something that both worked well and that didn't come in a throwaway tin or container. But Wild's deodorants come in reusable aluminium cases, and their refills are made from bamboo, which are completely compostable, which saves 30 grams of plastic per refill. Wild's products contain no harsh chemicals, aluminium salts, or parabens, and if you're a little bit extra sensitive like me, you can get the scent-free option. I'm prone to getting like shaving rash under my armpits, and with Wild's deodorant, I had zero irritation, and the added shea butter and coconut oil really made my armpits feel very soft. So if you would like to receive 20% off all Wild products, including deodorants, shampoos, body washes, and more, you can use my discount code Shauna, or you can scan the QR code. This lasts for 48 hours and is only with your first subscription. Thank you again for Wild for partnering with me in today's video. Let's get back to housey stuff. I had a sudden compulsion to move the lounge room around. I think I like this better. It feels more cozy, like having everything off the wall and a bit more conversational. Where it was before, it felt like a little bit exclusive, like you had to you wouldn't feel comfortable just going and sitting down. I was kind of hesitant to do it because then it would mean I have this small gap between the couch, between the couch and the window, but I think I'm happy to take that sacrifice over having a more conversational, cozy feeling. There are definitely several things I still want to do in my lounge room. I'd really love to fix that mirror soon. I just cannot accept the way that mirror is, and maybe clean out my fireplace. I don't know, maybe. But that is for another time. This month we are going into my studio. So this is my studio area. It's a bit of an awkward space, obviously it's very narrow, so I want to have my desk probably here. And I want to maximize all the storage on this wall because I really want this to be the image. So I don't really want to have any more storage on this wall or this wall blocking this area. So I want to actually put a shelf above the door here, so I can put storage up there, and then obviously all there. And I would love to paint the door, but first these shelves have fallen into disarray. I picked up this box for $8 from the thrift store, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's gonna be perfect. And I just love the color. Then I got these little tools for all my little bits and bobs, tooly things, just stuff. I don't know why I'm trying to tell you what I'm going to put in here. So the first thing I need to do is actually take everything off and put the brackets, because it's actually whoa, Jesus. Okay. Oh, it's still a bit wobbly. I think it's meant to have more brackets on this side as well, because I actually found some hard rubbish. I think it's fine. The floor is a little bit slanted. I don't know if you can tell, this whole room is essentially falling apart. Well, from the outside, slowly encroaching inward. I need to put something on the ground to lift that up a little bit. I think I want my stash of fabrics, which is very pretty, by the way, to go up on the top shelves because I don't use that very much. I'm trying to make it like like big things. This is where I put my painting rags, brushy things. I forgot about my massive pile of papers. Pictures from vintage books, etc. Little references and whatnot, like this guy. More op shop things, little painting offcuts, weird like backgrounds that never became anything, etc. Experiments with natural dyes, a landscape that I clearly never finished, a painting cut off that I particularly like even though there's not a lot to it. So yeah, I kind of forgot where to put this. Maybe I don't want double wood basket there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. It doesn't fit. I got it up eventually for the barracks. What? Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me?
Nothing. It's fine.
What? It's not.
You were drilling like this. Oh.
Ow!
I was hoping somebody would set it straight. That was your fault.
That's your fault.
That was your
A while back I thrifted these two corkboards and I stretched some thrifted linen around them, but it's kind of too thin and you can kind of see like the pinkiness of the corkboard coming through. So I have more linen, so I'm gonna put another layer. This is actually from my doona cover, which like started to shred apart. So now I have like a whole doona of linen to play with, which is fun. One of these corkboards is going to be like a paint samples thing. I just got these from the hardware store and I just like meticulously cut them up to all be the same size. And some are like ones that I have painted, like mixed up myself. And then the other chalkboard will just be like a mood board with like, you know, a mood board. So living in an old house is not always fun. We've had some things here to do recently that are not like pretty things that I mostly didn't film. And it's been a little bit annoying because it's sort of like, we just rent here, so it's like, how much do we do? Like, is it worth it kind of thing? But I think that we've finally done the things that we needed to do, and now I feel very good and safe living here. Basically, we had like lead in our kitchen, not the blue paint that you can see, but the layer under that, and it was cracked and chipping in a lot of areas. So we had to use like a sealant, like a really strong sealant, and then paint over the top of that just to seal in those cracks and chips, so that we're not actually like ever gonna touch them. We decided to do it ourselves because in Australia, like they don't really care about lead here. Like you don't have to, if you're a landlord, you don't have to get anyone qualified to actually deal with the problem. You could just send like anyone in. So like you're not meant to sand lead, and you're not meant to, you know, you've got to be like really clean about it. So we trusted that we would do that better than anyone else. So yeah, it's nice to like not be worried about that, but our kitchen also looks really nice now. Like it looks super fresh and just clean. Also in this studio area, there were some areas that I had to touch up. The windows had lead, and the windows were like a mess. They were like all cracking and like bubbling. There was like a spider like living in like a bubble of old cracking paint. And there was like mold and stuff, and I couldn't clean the mold because the mold was like under the windows. And also like this room is freezing. It doesn't like maintain heat at all, probably because the windows were so bad. So I'm hoping that it will stay a little bit warmer now. But mostly it's just nice to not have like lead showing through and mold and stuff like that. Yeah, I love this house. I really, really love this house. Like I don't want to leave. My partner wasn't happy about all of this stuff, but I don't want to leave. So I just felt like it was worth doing these things so that we can stay here for as long as we want to stay here. Obviously I'm not gonna like raise kids in this house. It's not that type of house. But I'm happy and I feel safe to be here right now. Hello. So the color that I picked for the door is just like a cream in the end. I decided to go like neutral because I feel like there's like a lot going on in these shelves and there'll be a lot going up above. So I kind of like, I always try to keep a balance between like detailed more and less. But I am gonna paint like the trim in red. Also, I decided, oh hello, can you see? I decided the fern was a little bit like small and underwhelming for this area. So I actually already had this, and yeah, I think it just like it fills it out a bit more nicely, and I really like the pot. I actually got this plant for free, the plant and the pot. So I feel like the yellow is not doing it for me. I feel like it's just like kind of too similar to the white. Like it looks like almost like they like ran out of white paint and they were just like, oh, well, this is close enough to white. I feel like I want like more of a strong contrast. That can happen sometimes in design. This is a design thing where if you don't make the contrast between something strong enough, it can look like it wasn't like an intentional contrast and that you were just trying to like match something but you failed. It's something like that. I don't know, I don't like it. But anyway, I'm going to paint it red. It's kind of like, it's the color that I was going to use for the trim anyway. It's kind of like a smoky kind of red, so I think it will be nice. Also, check out my makeshift painting trough. On Facebook, it'll be like, imagine you're here. It's like hanging over the top of the waterfall, like when you're like, you know, and then there's like a barbecue spread right next to the hammock. It's just like leaning over the edge of the bamboo. This will be the third coat now. I'm really hoping that it like fixes the patchiness. Red paint like is kind of transparent, so it does get patchy, but if a third coat is not enough, then I'll start to be worried. so some exciting news. I got some prints made up. If you would like one, try and get your, or don't try, you need to get your order in by a week from now, like this date here. And then I can run to the print shop and get them all done at once. I might do like a second release, but it won't be until I have another print that I need to go get printed. Oops, that's not meant to be in my shot. I am so excited to use my studio. It's getting warmer here and I'm really, it's time to start making art. I feel like I've been saying this for so long, but it really is time now. So next month, I need to finish the chairs that I keep talking about as well. So thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate everything. And thank you again to Wild for partnering with me to this video.